Hi guys, Helen Class here from mumandbaby.ie. Today we're going to focus on the love handle, so all around the obliques, a very tough area to focus on, so not suitable when you're pregnant. So this is after you've had your baby. So we're going to come to stand into our first pose, standing pose, Trikonasana. So you're going to triangle pose, turn the right leg out, back leg turning in. Nice strong legs here, lift up the pelvic floor, really important to engage your core tummy muscles. So that's those muscles between your belly button and your pubic bone, drawing them in to support the spine. So we're going to inhale the arms out, relax the shoulders, really strong in the legs, reach out first of all to the right and then drop the hands. Just opening up first of all for a breath or two in Trikonasana. So you're rolling back that left shoulder, the left hip. We're going to start to move now, so really strong through the tummy and then pull up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So we're going to do a few of these. So you're really working into the sides, the oblique muscles here. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can grab a water bottle or a light weight, either one hand or two hands. Inhale and then exhale down, lift all the way up, pulling in through the tummy to support. So you could do 10 of those each side. Just showing on the other side, with or without a weight or a water bottle, reach out, you're going to stretch open in this side, rolling back that shoulders, try to lean into the imaginary wall behind you. So leaning into that wall and then you're coming up and down. So you can have a weight in both hands, you can do it with no weight, you can do it with a water bottle, really depends for you, but really engaging through the tummy muscles as you come up. Okay, so that's the first one. We're going to come down onto the mat and we're going to do a couple of other ones now. So starting off in the high plank position, shoulders right on top of your wrist, and you're going to stretch the legs all the way out. So the feet are hip width pressing through the heels. Making sure that your belly doesn't dip down or stick the hips up in the air. Shoulders right on top of the wrist. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Then we're going to go into a side plank. So bringing the hand into the center and then turning onto the sides of the feet. If that's too much, you can drop the leg that's closest to your mat onto your knees to stretch the other leg. So again, you're going to come into your side plank and you can stay here for a moment and lift the hips up to the ceiling as high as you can, really engaging the side oblique muscles in this position. Holding for a few breaths, coming back down, going on to the other side, doing the same thing. So again, getting your shoulder right on top of your wrist and try not to let the hips, they'll want to pull down. So lift the hips up nice and high and just staying here for a couple of breaths. Getting yourself comfy and coming down again. So you're going to do that on both sides, just holding that side plank. Then we're going to bring a little bit of movement into the side plank. Again, a little bit more advanced. So you're going to come onto your side plank position again, and with or without a weight or a bottle of water. So rolling onto the side, you're going to inhale here, and then you're going to roll underneath as if you're threading your arm underneath the opposite armpit. So lift the hips up and swinging around. Inhale and exhale. Again, if you wanted to challenge yourself, using the weight. Keep those hips up nice and high. Inhale up. You can drop the knee, bring it back out behind you. Doing the same thing, keeping the hips up, not as intense. Okay? And we'll do that on both sides. So coming into a low plank position, shoulders are on top of the elbows, and you're going to join your hands by bringing the thumbs, crossing the thumbs underneath your nose. Okay, so setting yourself up, positioning is important, and you're in a low plank here. So you're pressing through your feet, and you're going to start to dip the hip towards the floor, over to the other side. So you're using really strong core muscles, in the back as well, make sure you're strong. You're dipping down, trying to do 5 to each side, and then resting back down in child's pose. So you can fill the lungs up there, take your time, do that again 2 or 3 times if you can manage, depending on how long you have. Okay, so we're going to come into then a variation of boat pose. It's called a Russian twist. So again, You want to make sure that you have no muscle separation within these long abdominal muscles here running down the whole length of your abdomen. If you have any separation in between those muscles, you need to make sure that you omit any type of sit-up or crunch exercises after you've had a baby. So, you want to get this flesh back from the sitting bones, and sitting bones are glued down into your mat. Your knees are glued together, and we're going to sit back but not collapsing back. So sitting back, really strong in the tummy. Clasp the hands. You can either keep one foot on the floor for support and roll from one side to the center, rolling back, but you're moving the sides of the abdomen as you roll from one side into the center. Okay, you can swap the legs, you can lift both legs. Trying to do 10 to each side. If you want to move on, lift any form of weight, 2 weights, heavy weight, bottle of water, or no weights at all. Something you can progress to. So again, leaning back, keep the knees glued together, rolling from one side to the other. Again, you can bring alternating the feet, but you'll really feel it in the sides of the abdomen, all around your oblique muscles. Okay, give yourself a rest, bring your knees in. So getting into your high plank position, bring the legs back. We're going to bring in some movement to make this quite dynamic. So you're going to be here, shoulders on top of the wrist, feet hip width distance apart, and the heels are pressing out. You're going to lift that left leg and bring it to the outside of the elbow. Press it back, inhale the leg up, and again. Lift up to inhale, exhale, come forward as you bring the shoulders on top of the wrists. Again, you can just do 5 on each side, and then move to the other side. So you inhale the leg forward, come shoulders over wrist, knee out to the side. Inhale up and exhale forward. Last one. And coming back down to child's pose, little rest. So I hope you enjoyed that. Good few minutes to focus very much on the obliques and the sides of the abdomens and into those love handles. Thanks so much. Please subscribe to the channel, please like and share, and do leave any comments. I'd be really interested to hear back from you. See you now.